Good evening and welcome to all the participants in this webinar. Let me quickly begin with several questions which I have received on my email and some on my WhatsApp. Very interesting questions, and I hope my answers would be helpful to not only those who have sent these questions, but to also those who may find answers to their questions. The first question is, how many years will it take me to become an Olympic medalist? How many years it will take me to become an Olympic medalist? Now, some of you, I can hear you sniggering, but it's a very valid question. And we will answer this question. I will answer this question in a very logical manner. See, the Olympics come every 4 years. Okay. The first thing obviously will be, so if you're starting off now and the Olympics is 4 years away, theoretically, then you can qualify for the Olympics and can win a medal in the Olympics in 4 years' time. Now, to do that, first, if you're an Indian shooter, and I'm speaking from the Indian context, and as you know, in India, the competition is very, very tough. You first have to qualify for the national championships. That is the first year. In the first year, you have to qualify for the national championships. I assume that once you have qualified for the nationals, you shoot so well in the nationals that you qualify for the selection trials for the next year. Okay, so when you take part in 4 to 6 trials, whatever the rules keep changing, and you shoot so well that you come into the Indian team, into the national squad. So that will take you about 2 years. The first year you qualify for the nationals. The second year you shoot in the trials, post excellent scores, and come into the national team. Once you come in the national team, it will take you 2 years. Then, once you're in the national team and you continue shooting very well, once you start shooting very well, you get into the Indian team and you go in the World Cups. Okay, the quota place for an Olympic medal, you have to go and earn a quota place, and therefore you will, once you become a member of the Indian team, you take part in World Cups, World Championships, Asian shooting championship, wherever the quota places are available. And in the third year, if you win a quota place, that is a medal in the World Championships, then you win a quota place for the Olympics. And in the fourth year, you can represent your country, India, in the Olympics. And if you still continue shooting extremely well, yes, you can win a medal in 4 years' time. So that is the shortest possible time, assuming you start and the Olympics is 4 years away. That is the way you can win a medal, the shortest possible time. So 4 years is what you will require. Now, the question is, you asked me a question, which was how many years it takes me to win an Olympic medal, the shortest possible. It will take you 4 years, minimum. But in order to first qualify for the national championships, which is the first year, you have to score a minimum qualifying score. Then, to get into the Indian team, you have to score at least 580, okay, in the selection trials. 570, 78, 580 plus consistently, which means you have to shoot 40 tens out of 60 record shots in a match, in a recognized match, okay? Or your country in the national champion, in the Olympics. And once you're in the Olympics, you have to continue shooting 580 plus and also shoot extremely well in the finals, okay? And then you can win your Olympic medal. Now, learning how to shoot a 10. If you are a beginner and you're talking about winning an Olympic medal, then first thing is, once I have told you that it takes you 4 years, and I've told you how to what is the journey? Okay. Now, how to get into a car which gets you to your journey, to your end point, 4 years away, then you must first learn or know how to shoot a 10. Next, you have to learn how to shoot, or you should learn how to repeat shooting 10s. Then you must learn how to shoot rows of 10s. Okay. And once you learn how to shoot rows of 10s, 40 10s plus, then your path becomes easier. Now, to learn how to shoot a 10, first thing is you must fulfill 3 preconditions for shooting a 10. The first thing is you have to make your aiming process automatic. Okay. The second thing is you have to make your trigger operation also automatic. Okay. The third thing is you have to mentally focus 100% on your trigger operation before, during, and after the shot is fired. You have to do these 3 things. You have to master these 3 skills, and then you will know how to shoot not only a 10 but rows of 10s. Now you will ask me, what is the aiming process? The aiming process, you have to make it automatic, means that when the sights come into the aiming area, the sight should be aligned, steady. Your focus should be sharp and locked. And the third thing is that your arc of movement should be reduced. These are 3 elements of the aiming process. And this aiming process has to be automatic in the sense that when your sights come into the aiming area, your sights have to be aligned, your arc of movement has to be reduced, your focus has to be sharp and clear, and all these 3 things must happen automatically. You don't spend time trying to do all these things once you're in the aiming area. So you have to master the aiming process. How to master that aiming process is there in my modules. Okay. Now, because your aiming process is mastered, you can then 100% concentrate on the trigger operation. And you have to learn that when the sights come into the aiming area, your trigger starts moving automatically before, during, and after the shot is fired, smoothly, continuously. Okay. Once you have mastered that, then the third and most critical important thing is to keep that mind focused on the trigger operation before, during, and after the shot is fired. If you can do that 100%, you will shoot inner 10s, 100%. So you have to master these 3 skills to not only shoot 110, but to shoot rows of 10s. Hi, Paul, how are you? And once you have mastered the aiming process, the automatic trigger operation, and the mental focus, you're shooting rows of 10s, 4 years' time. In 4 years' time, if you can master all these skills, well, then you can win an Olympic medal. And that is what your question was.